So next topic will work out logical database program, how to create a program with a logical database. Let me recap in a theory session. So logical database is nothing but a physical database within a program, like creating a physical database. Inside like a physical database, there is a logical database. So database within a database, but it is logically stored within existing physical tables. And what we discussed in our presentation, like SE36 is a transaction code to create a logical database. It is like basically it is hierarchical data structure, like linking with the foreign key relationship of any tables. So you can use as LDP. So as we discussed in a presentation, like a theory session, so LDP basically three types uh, type of structures, like logical database structures, selections, and a database. Three major areas. So first we have to create a structure, selections, and database. So in this structures, it is nothing but a root node. So highest level, the root with the subnodes and the further nodes and the below nodes. So go to SE36. Right, the T code is SE36. Here you have to start with the Z, let us say logical database any name. Right, it's basically like maintenance information, and you can do any documentation, then a structure, search helps, currency, quantity fields, selections, database program, and all. So inside you'll get everything, like click on create, the tabs will be available inside the program. Click on create. So provide here logical database any name. If you are working with HR ABAP, then info types is required because the tables and everything nodes. Click on create, and here select it program name, package name, then click on save. So previous request number you'll get it. Click on create new. Logical database. So click on save, and click on continue. Then logical database is created. So that you have to provide like a root table name. In our case, I'm going to declare like a Mara table as a root table. So whenever you create a logical database, node name should be as it is, like a table name you have to enter. And what is the database table name is also like a Mara. Right, text you can provide like material master info anything. Right, root node, this is a top level. Then node name and a table name both are same. Click on create. Right, let me save this. So once it is saved, and then we have to place a cursor on Mara table. So based on that Mara table, we have to select one more table called as like a Marcy table. Then provide select Mara table and right click on insert node. Then you will get it second node as Marcy and subnodes. So it is taking some time. So let me clarify the theory part before saving that. So what we have done, highest level is a Mara table. With the next level, I'm going to declare as a Marcy table as a root and subtables. Maximum like a 300 nodes you can create it. Then after that, executable program can have a get statement for each node. Otherwise, the processing through all the nodes by using get commands. So once you have created, second step you have to go through selections. Let me test it, it's saved or not. Still it is taking some time to save. Right, a selections, like a selection component is based upon the structure component. It is used like a selection criteria for users. So basically selections and means nothing but a select option we can design by using two ways. So one is a field selection and a free selection. So as discussed in a presentation also, like a field selections or like primary selections. So it will replace with the question mark symbol. Then we have to delete and you can provide your own names of the fields. Then free selections are called as dynamic selections. So because they are specific at a runtime. So once the Mara node, this is a root node selected, please select that. So right click, create insert node. Then you can create sub level nodes. So if you have not selected this, when you create, click on, so directly it's created like a node name as a top level. So better right click, create insert node. So make sure that second table is like for example, so I'm going to create like MARC is plant material plant info. Right, so material plant info, this if you select second one, it will create like a hierarchy top. So always like hierarchy should be like root node is Mara table and a database table is like MARC. Click on create. Like this you can create LDB is a hierarchical node. You can create a number of tables. Right, step one is done. Once it is selections, right, a structure we have created. Then after that we have to go to selections. Selections, as we discussed, like there are two types: free selection, field selection. The field selections are nothing but we have to select our own types. Then field selections or free selections or dynamic selections. Like the second one is this. Right, which is specified as a part of the program, also called as a primary selections and field selections. Right, click on a selections. Then you'll get like should the selection of logical database generated? Yes, you have to click on yes. So look at now, there is a pop-up window displayed, nodes for which free selections are to be generated and nodes for which are field selections are to be generated. You can select it, first option as a free selection, system will create automatically. It's nothing but a dynamic selections as which we are selecting now. So once it is done, click on a transfer. Right, when you have done a transfer, then the fields will be created automatically. With options and everything, you'll get it. Fine. So this is what include, under include it is created. So dynamic selections. Then here you can uncomment. So it is generated automatically like this. So before there is a plus symbol, like a question symbol, it is generated. Right, you can delete this, you can write it like, for example, s underscore. So which field you want, you can make it like select option name s underscore Matner for Mara Matner. So next you can place it, select options. Alright, if you want like a s underscore Matner 1, under this I'm going to write it s works. Right, this is what advantage is the LDB system will create automatically like generated. Right, once it is done, SMatNet and MatNav1 for Mara Marcy, and these two fields are primary key fields in this Marcy table. Save this and activate, click on back. Right, it is saved and click on activate. Yes. Right, this is activated. One step back. And dynamic selections, if you want, you can comment this or else leave it as it is. At the runtime, you can select it whatever you want. This is a field selection. So one step back and a main screen. And at this, we have done of step 1 structures, step 2 selections. The next one is source code or database program. The database program component is based on both structure and selection components what you have created, and you have to create another. The database program of logical database will have two includes by default. One is header and system routines. In this, there is a source code. Click on this. It's nothing but a database program. Should be program of logical database generating. Yes, it's based on a structure and selections. It will be generated. Right, it is selecting automatically. So after generating this, so program is creating with includes. Look at now, there is a DB database GLDP underscore like a top. There is a header and all system routines, and then second one will get it automatically. So select this top, double click on this top include, and there is a header in this. So program is already created automatically. There are field names like a table names, whatever you have selected automatically created. This is what advantage with LDB. Tables under header node, table name Mara and Marcy will get it automatically. So activate the program. Program is activated. One step back, include. So select the second one. There is a all system routines and double click on this. Under this, by default, you'll get a first node, second node, and in like events, PBOP and search help. Because how many nodes you have created, n is first node 01 and 002, second node Marcy, Mara and Marcy. So double click on this. So there is a form and end form subroutine. Before put Mara, there is a default event is created so that you can select it like uncomment this, and I can write it, or you can write your own piece of code. So before this you can write it like this: select star from Mara where Matner in S underscore Matner. S underscore Matner in a selections we have defined. Select star, it is selecting all the fields from Mara where original Matner of Mara in our select option. So it is selecting the data from the physical database tables and placing, put is the event, it will place the data on logical database of Mara table. Right, select and select, because generally we used to write it from into table item, but in this case a simple one and select. Repeat the same for second node. Activate this. Click on activate. Right, once it is activated back, write a form, put Mara like this. Second node, place a cursor, double click on this. Right, before put Marcy, then you can write it select start from Marcy with Matner in S underscore Matner 1. Select star from Marcy with Matner in S Matner. If, for example, in a two primary keys, so what we have done, S underscore works where Matner in S Matner and works in S works. I can club that both the things. Let check this. Right, select should be and select. Right, away Matner in S Matner and works in S works. So click on activate this, enter. Right, once it is activated, one step back. It is activated. Now activate the entire stuff. So done with the logical database program, and make sure that activate everything. So it is activated automatically. Right, copy this program and directly can write the piece of code in SE38. So go to SE38. Let us say you can write it like any program. Click on create. This is executable program for logical database. Select it here. There is a executable program. The moment when you select it, here you'll get a logical database. You have to paste it your logical database name. Means attaching that LDP for same user interface for multiple programs, same database who are requested. You can save this. Right, click on save. So I'm creating a logical database program. Right, any program name, click on save. Right, click on continue. Right, here no need to write it, select options, select queries and everything. It's a reusable, so directly can create nodes instead of table there is a Mara comma MERC is the tables, and here directly can write it. Put is we already put, so get is get Mara comma MERC. By using get events I will get it. So directly can write it write statement by using write keywords. Let me activate somebody utilities. We'll make it a foreground front end new version. Right here you can write it. So from event then LDB, so you can write it matter, like how many fields you want you can make it. Right, a second table there is a Marcy hyphen works. Right, without writing any piece of code, let me check this. Click on activate. Right, execute this. We'll get a front end user interface. So this is what we have done, field selection, and there is a dynamic selections also possible. Let me execute first. So 1 to 100 with a combination, and execute this. So without writing a piece of code or select statement or select query, so once we have done a LDB, then we are getting the output with respect to that LDB. So this is what a basic program for LDB. Similarly, you can go with system is picking all the plants. That's what this much data we have got it with respect to different languages also you're getting. And if you go through like one particular field, let us say plant, I need to select it only 1000 plants, and it is materials from 1 to 100. Click on execute. You'll get only 1000 related plant with the limited materials. It's like this. You can do some filters also simply without writing. There is no select options parameters, there is no select queries. LDB is basically for generating like things. So for everything user based, the same interface for the many programs. This is what logical database execute now. I don't want to select like field selection. There is a dynamic selections, so select this dynamic selections at a runtime like this from Mara table. Like if you want like a created, when you double click on that, it is generated like dynamic selections, and so and so like you can go through like industry sector like this. From other fields also you can select it. From plant, let us say valuation or a batch, purchase group, fine. So according to this you'll get automatic. This is what a dynamic selection. What we have done is free selections. You can go through like this. You'll get a press F4 automatically created so and so date and time. Or you can select it with a combination industry sector like only retailing W. So I want to fetch this materials belongs to 1100 and the plant is related with 100. Right, when you execute this you'll get, so as per the conditions with the dynamic end plus, because it is activating only first FERT finished product. Right, if you not specified anything, then it will get it like this. On active means you'll get it. So which is created like created on, you can delete like this. That is a plant specification. Right, you can execute and you can check the output. So according to this selection, you'll get it. So you can increase as many as fields if you want, like here MBRSH, MTRT, like NTJW, GBR, whatever fields without writing any piece of code. Right. So what we did, this is basics. Then click on activate. So we have allocated one LDB. For example, multiple LDBs. So if you want to call this, then there is a go to attributes, change this. So generally I cannot attach LDBs like 2 or 3 LDBs here. So in that case you have to delete this LDB and click on save. Go to change mode, save, go to source code, go to change. You have to comment this, all this stuff, because when you get you won't get this. And after this you have to call, there is a function module, open SE36. There is a function module, SE37 is a function module. So LDB underscore process. This function module, so it will club 2 or more logical databases under one program. Copy this and write back to the program. ABAP editor, here you have to call and process this. The moment when you call this LDB, there is a logical database names and it is passed through that interfaces and a callback programs through variant and all. Right. So you can do some documentation for this LDBs, and basically you have to attach like this. Because nodes are not attached with database, it is showing that. Go to attributes and I click on save, leave it and attach with as it is. Go to change and activate, execute this, it'll get automatically. I can do some documentation for this also, and what we have done, LDB builder, logical database builder, then we have to maintain what we have done, structures we have done, then selections we have done, and then so database we have done, So documentation, you can do some documentation like this. Purpose of the LDB logical database, what is the purpose we are creating. Right, like this, you can do some maintenance of a documentation. By seeing this logical database, so you can conclude some demonstration. What is the purpose, why we have to create logical database, and which table you have done creation. And there is a selection text. At a runtime, we can change this. You'll get it like a selection text, like a material. Like this. It is also same. And here you can maintain plant also. Activate this. Click on enter. One step back. So write any currencies, quantities, any search help, and maintenance information you can do like that. Search help basically you'll get it, but if not, then you have to attach search help. This concept is same as per our discussion previously. Topic search help. Create search help and attach search help here, so that you'll get it. Like one step back. So maintenance information. So if you want like any logical database maintenance, and how many nodes you have created, number of tables you have created, and a structure, search help, currencies, everything. If your table contains any quantity currency fields, you have to do that. So this is what LDB. So logical database program and all.